There are several types of aid available to the students. First, we have grants. The Pell Grant, which is a federal grant awarded to students whose EFC is between 0 and 5,081. The federal government publishes a Pell Grant eligibility chart with a sliding scale which indicates the amount of Pell Grant the student is eligible for. The lower the EFC, the higher the Pell Grant. Awards can be as much as $5,500 and as low as $200. SEOG is another federal grant that is given to students who fill out the FAFSA by February 15th. Awards are usually around $1,500 a year. Funds are limited, so you have to apply very early. OTAG is our final grant. Oklahoma residents attending colleges and universities that file a FAFSA by March 1st and have an EFC of 1,400 or less will receive OTAG funding. OTAG grants are $500 per semester. The second type of aid is loans. Students must fill out the FAFSA in order for us to determine eligibility. However, all students, regardless of family income, will qualify for loans. There are subsidized loans where the interest is paid by the federal government while the student is in school, and unsubsidized loans where the student is responsible for paying the interest while they are in school. The students can defer interest if they need. They will receive a quarterly statement which offers them the choice to pay or allow the interest to be compounded back to the principal. The students will enter repayment 6 months after they graduate or cease to be enrolled at least half-time. The parent is also eligible to apply for a PLUS loan. Many of our out-of-state students turn to this loan program. We first have to have a FAFSA on file, and then the parent can apply for the PLUS loan by going to the federal loan website, studentloans.gov. The parents will undergo a credit check. The credit check is not necessarily looking for a certain credit score, but looking for negative credit such as bankruptcy, foreclosure, 90 days or more past due, etc. If the parent is denied, then they have the option to seek a cosigner or allow the student to take out additional loans in their own name. Work study is also available to students. All students can qualify to work on campus. For open positions, students can check OU Human Resources website at hr.ou.edu. One option that is available to students who qualify is the Room and Board program. Housing hires 150 to 200 students a semester to work in one of the various restaurants across campus. The student signs a contract to work 16 to 18 hours a week in exchange for free room and board. This is a great deal since room and board will cost approximately $4,200 a semester. There are a limited number of positions available. If interested, contact Dana Todd in the housing office. There are other jobs available for students, and we encourage you to check out the opportunities on the Human Resources website. Financial aid need-based scholarships are also available to students who qualify. The student will need to file a FAFSA along with the OU Common Scholarship application. This application is available on the Money tab within OZO. Funds are limited, so the earlier they fill out the FAFSA, the better chance of receiving funds. You can check out all scholarship opportunities at scholarships.ou.edu. We communicate with the students via their OU email address and through their student portal known as Ozone. Tell your student to check their OU email daily if possible. Students received email and Ozone sign-on instructions in their admission packet. Once in Ozone, the student should go to the Money tab. Within the Money tab, they can check to see if financial aid is requiring additional documentation from the student in order to process their aid. They can review and accept their aid, and they can check their bursar balance and make payments. Check out the financial aid website for updates and any announcements regarding new aid opportunities. Ask the Sooners is a knowledge base where you can type in questions or keywords and find out answers. Information on financial aid and bursar can be found here. We highly encourage you to use this resource since our phones stay busy from July through September and December through January, and this resource is available 24/7. This is available on both financial aid and bursar websites. Financial Aid Services is located on the second floor of Buchanan Hall. Buchanan Hall is the building directly south of the Student Union. We are open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Students are assigned a financial aid counselor by the first letter of their last name. Anytime you have specific questions or need to sit down with the counselor in order to better understand the financial aid process, the student is welcome to make an appointment with the counselor. We offer telephone appointments for the student's convenience, along with face-to-face sit-down style appointments. The office of the bursar is the central billing office for the entire campus. If your student lives in residence halls, goes to the health clinic, or purchases season football tickets, these charges will appear on their bursar statement, along with enrollment charges of tuition and fees. The university sends electronic statements only. Your student must give you an access as an authorized user to view and pay on their account. We are going to review 3 easy steps that will enable you to receive an e-bill, the electronic billing statement, view your student's charges and credits, pay your student's account. Each student's Ozone page is unique to them. In Ozone, the student will need to click on the Money tab. Under the Money tab, they will need to click on Set up Parent Access. The student may add as many authorized users as they wish. Prior to logging in to view your student's bursar information, your student must create you as an authorized user in our bill payment system. Your student is the owner of the billing account and can access their account by using a unique 4x4 and a password. Once authorized, access the account by clicking on the Bill Pay link under the Parents heading. Once authorized, access the account by clicking on the Bill Pay link under the Parents heading. Once you are authorized, you will receive an email containing a temporary password. You will then be asked to log in as an authorized user using your email address and your temporary password. You will then be asked to create a new password. For future logins, you will use your email address and unique password you created. You will now be able to view and pay your student's charges. Your student has the right to revoke authorization at any time. If this happens, you as an authorized user will receive an email notifying you of this activity. After logging in, you will be on the main page of bill payment. On this page, you will be able to view your student's current balance and statement balance. To see account details, click on View All Activity. By clicking on the e-bill tab, you will see all of your students' available statements. The university communicates with your student through their OU email address. In order to keep your student's e-bill history active, your student must log in periodically, even if you check their account monthly. If your student does not do this, their e-bills will become inactive. Under e-bill, you will be able to review your student's billing history from the beginning term to the last. You will also be able to access 1098-T information for tax purposes. The federal government requires that your student must provide additional authorization to view their 1098-T IRS form. This additional authorization may be acquired at the same time your student authorizes you to view and pay on their account.